there, I'm glad you found me. This video is going to be about North Carolina, obviously. So, anyways, are you considering moving to North Carolina? Or maybe you already live here and you're thinking about relocating within the state. If so, you might find a few things in this video interesting. North Carolina is made up into 3 regions: coastal, Piedmont, and mountains. The coastal plain is the easternmost part of the state, and it is characterized by its flat, sandy soil and its long coastline. It is home of the Outer Banks, Oak Island, Atlantic Beach, Topsail Beach, all the beaches. And then going inland, it includes Wilmington, which is where UNCW is, UNC Wilmington, Fayetteville, which has the Army base, Edenton, Beaufort. Beaufort is the closest city or town to Parris Island, which is the training facility for the U.S. Marines. Then on the westernmost region, we have the mountains, and it is characterized by its rugged terrain and its cool, crisp air. Places like Asheville are there, where the Biltmore Estate is, and Boone, which is home of Appalachian State University, as well as where Mass General Store was started. Brevard is known for its beautiful waterfalls. Blowing Rock is a popular tourist destination for shopping and sightseeing. Fontana Dam is there, and that is produces the water controlled for the Nantahala, which is a popular site for whitewater rafting, and of course the Great Smoky Mountains, which is popular for hiking and fishing and camping. And then in the middle we have the Piedmont. It's the central region, and it is characterized by its rolling hills and its fertile soil. This area is home to the state capital, Raleigh, and also Charlotte, which used to be a huge hub for banking. It lies right between the Appalachian Mountains and the Atlantic Ocean. The Triad is part of the Piedmont, and it is named for the 3 major cities: Greensboro, Winston-Salem, and High Point. So the Triad is halfway between New York and Florida, and then also halfway between Washington, D.C. and Atlanta, Georgia. So, interesting little side note, some people in the Carolinas call people from New York that moved to Florida and then moved to North Carolina because they couldn't quite stand the humidity and heat, halfbacks, because they moved halfway back. Now, I'm not sure how politically correct that is, but it is a true story. So I am in the Triad, and I am specifically in High Point. What would make you move to the Triad area? Besides the beautiful weather and having a close proximity to both the mountains and the beach. Well, job opportunities, of course. So let me tell you a little bit about what's happening in the Triad. The Triad has a long history of manufacturing in the area, and we still have a number of major manufacturing companies here, like VF Corporation, Hanes Brands, and Furniture Brand International. There are also several universities in the area. See, there's UNC Greensboro, Greensboro College, High Point University, community colleges in almost every county, and ECPI University. There's also a growing technology sector here, with companies like Lenovo, Red Hat, and IBM all having a presence in the area. The university and colleges are always producing a steady stream of tech talent, and the cost of living in the Triad is relatively low compared to other places in the country, making it an attractive place for tech companies to set up shop. The Triad is home of some major healthcare companies like Novant Health, Atrium Health, Wake Forest Baptist Medical Center. The hospitals and clinics are consistently ranked among the best in the country. We also have a number of medical device companies in the area. It's a major logistic hubs with a number of major transportation companies here, like FedEx, UPS, DHL. The central location and the strong transportation infrastructure makes it an ideal location for logistic companies. And let's not forget Boom Supersonic. It is coming to Greensboro. The company announced this in January of 2022. It's going to be building its first full-scale manufacturing facility at the Piedmont Triad International Airport. The facility is going to be used to build the company's Overture Supersonic airliner, which is expected to be in service of 2029. The decision to locate to Greensboro was made after a nationwide search. The city was chosen for its strong workforce, central location, and business-friendly environment. The construction of Boom's new facility is expected to create more than 2,400 jobs in the Triad. The company also committed to hiring at least 200 interns from North Carolina universities and community colleges. Boom's decision to come to Greensboro is a major win for the city and is expected to boost the economy and create new generation of aerospace jobs. So very exciting. And just like the tech companies, the universities in the areas are producing graduates with degrees in engineering, manufacturing, and other fields that are needed for the aerospace industry. North Carolina has a business-friendly environment that makes it easy for companies to start and grow. The state offers tax breaks and other incentives to businesses that create jobs in the state, just in case you might be looking for a place to grow or move a business. And of course, let's not forget the North Carolina Zoo in Asheboro. It covers 2,600 acres. That makes it the largest natural habitat in the world. It is home to over 1,700 animals from around the world, including lions, tigers, bears, giraffes, zebras, and even polar bears. The zoo is also home to a number of educational programs, including a zoo school. It's currently in the process of expanding, and this expansion will include a new African exhibit and a new Asian exhibit, and a new education center. The expansion is expected to be completed in 2024. Now, let's look at a map of the Triad. So here are the 12 counties that are included in the Triad. You can see we go all the way up north and close to the Virginia state line and all the way south to the Montgomery County. Asheboro right here is where the North Carolina Zoo is. Davidson County has Lexington and Thomasville in it. Lexington Barbecue. Thomasville is where Thomasville Furniture Manufacturing used to be. Over here in Alamance County, that's where Burlington is. Elon College. We have Guilford County, which is really heavily populated. That's Greensboro. That is where PTI Airport is, and High Point. High Point actually goes into part of Forsyth, Guilford, and Davidson County over here. Forsyth County is where Winston-Salem is, and then these are all kind of smaller counties, a little bit more rural. If you were to look in the Winston-Salem area and wanted to commute, there's some smaller towns here, same as here in Greensboro. So I'm going to pull up another Google map so you can just see the infrastructure and how 85 and 40 makes it a really easy commute, really no matter where you are. Okay, so here's more of an infrastructure, the Google Maps of the Triad, and I kind of zoomed in more on the more populated areas. I didn't go up as far up north here to the Virginia state line. I'm close to it, but I'm not quite there. And I did not go down as far as Montgomery County, but down here is still Davidson County. Here's Lexington, so I did get somewhat south. I just wanted you to see this infrastructure, that 40 all the way across, really easy commute to places, no matter where you live and where you're working. And then 85 runs north and south, all the way up. Have this loop over here, 840, that's a new loop. Super good infrastructure with how they built the highways. And then you can see here, you've got your Winston-Salem and Greensboro and High Point area. In any of these areas, obviously, Winston-Salem and Greensboro are going to be more populated, more dense. But you can see all of these smaller little towns could be a little bit more affordable if you're looking for more land and a little bit more rural, all the way up at North King, Pinnacle, Pilot Mountain, and then south even. There's some smaller towns. Lexington is smaller, and even getting into Linwood. And we've got some lakes here down here, High Rock Lake and Baden Lake. So lots and lots of options of work and commuting in small town life or some city life into Greensboro and Winston-Salem. If you guys have any questions about the Triad, real estate oriented or not, please reach out to me. I'll be glad to help you out.